What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am not going to lie. This is like the 10th time I've recorded this because I've always made little mistakes. Anyway, here we are for some Fire Emblem Heroes reactions that I wanted to share, my thoughts and opinions, and what we can see from Fire Emblem Heroes in the future in terms of Sacred Stones, being a Sacred Stones fan. And I mean like fan. I believe it's, in my opinion, the best Fire Emblem game. Obviously, I've played most of the new ones, and like they are awesome, but you can personally, I can never get over the nostalgia of Sacred Stones, which is why I'm talking today about the new banner that is coming out. So here we have the new banner of Sacred Stones. We have 4 new characters, 3 of which I am not surprised. One of them I am really like, what? And I'm really happy that we get to hear some Fire Emblem Sacred Stones music. But here we have the Rose of War, Amelia. Amelia, I can only see this being a thing because she was such a fan favorite character in the actual community of Sacred Stones. But anyway, she comes with the following stuff. Slaying Axe, which pretty much accelerates her special trigger skill, that being Sacred Cow, which is a weaker but faster rated version of Aegis. She comes with Earth Boost, so we can expect her to have a lot of HP and a lot of defense with about average speed and pretty mediocre resistance. But her bread and butter is her armor march. Now, you can basically make a full armored unit and not be hindered by a lot of movement, as she has the ability to increase all the armored allies' movement by 1 if at the start of the turn she's starting next to an armored ally. So it is a huge, it's a good skill, because I always disliked how armored units can't really move. So I'm really happy that Amelia is, she's embracing the knightliness now, which is strange because I usually made her a paladin, but you know what, that's fine. Amelia as a great knight, why not? So there you go. Good job, Amelia. I'm glad you got into it. Congratulations on becoming part of the Fire Emblem Heroes cast. If I get you, I guess I won't be too upset, but I really don't have any other armored units that I can use. Next, we have the Silver Knight. It is Seth. Seth is the mentor, guardian, and in my opinion, the true husband to Erika, who has the Ruby Sword. So he is pretty much like the Titania to Ike. He comes with the Ruby Sword, so he can pretty much demolish any green unit, and he comes with the following support abilities: Swap, Fortress Defense 3, and Seal Attack Defense 2. How I see Seth, he's going to be a very mobile support, where if you have a unit who is just eliminated a unit but is in range of another one, you can use Seth's mobility to move to the unit, swap position so that he takes the brunt of the damage. He will absorb it, and not only absorb the damage, but he will debuff the opponent so that the character that you just saved will get another free kill, or Seth can finish off the job. Either or, Seth, he can be good. He can be good. He will probably get destroyed by any blue unit and possibly red mages, because he has extra defense. He might not have great resistance. So you got that to be cautious about with Seth. But there you go. Look at it. It's so cool. Anyway, we have the Regal Strategian, Mr. Innes himself, the Prince of Frelia. He, my friends, comes with the 4 stuff. He comes with Nidhogg, which is the sacred relic and the legendary weapon of his nation, which allows him to get boosted stats depending on how many adjacent allies are around him, just like May and Bowie. He comes with Iceberg and Fortress Resistance, so we can expect him to have a lot of res. So he's going to be a mage killer and possibly a dragon killer. So anyone physical is probably what's going to be his bane, but this resistance boost is going to be huge. He can eliminate any magic unit, so you can legit just put him up there, get attacked, and he'll probably win. He also comes with Cancel Affinity, which probably makes him super effective against, not really super effective, he can counter the counter to grey units, the male Robin. So definitely useful. Inez, he obviously has his flaws, which all units do have their flaws. There's never a unit that's super OP, right, Reinhardt? But yeah, so Inez having that ability. And finally, we have the Winged Princess, Tana herself, the Princess of Frelia and Inez's younger sister. She comes with the 4 skill/weapon the Vidofnur, which is the other legendary sacred twin of her nation of Freljos, sister weapon to the Nidhogg. She comes with Moonbow, which is your pretty most useful generic lunar version, but quicker. She comes with speed and defense, so we can expect her to be very quick and actually be pretty bulky. I didn't forget to mention this, that she actually gets bonus defense if she's getting attacked by any physical direct range weapon, which is a sword, axe, or a lance. And her awesome skill, which I really want her because of it, any infantry or armored unit within 2 spaces can move to a space adjacent to this unit. So essentially, you can actually make a armored unit or a infantry unit move up to 3 spaces, which is obviously equal to a cavalier. You can move up to 3 spaces if you position Anna in the right spot, as well as you can either save Anna or you can save units, either or. Tana, sorry. You can save them or rescue them, whatever. This mobility is probably what's going to make Tana really, really good, and I'm wanting her to be part of my team because I actually don't have any flyers at all. It would be really nice to have her, and it would synergize really well with Rika, especially with drag back and all that kind of junk. Which, man, I'm super duper stoked. But yes, that is, it's really exciting to see 4 new Sacred Stones characters coming to Fire Emblem Heroes. And of course, with the new banner, there's obviously going to be a new story where we're going to have new maps. So here's the first map, and for those who have played Sacred Stones, this map should look familiar, as this is the map where you first face Leon, and you have to kind of protect a bunch of civilians where Inez and the the sword enemy unit is. That little island there's a bunch of villages there, and you kind of have to protect them from flying units, mounted units, range units, everything. And it's a pain in the ass, but you get to rescue stuff out of it, and it's really good. But I'm really looking forward to what other maps we can possibly see. I believe we already got a Sacred Stones map in another chapter before. Yes, I do know that one, but there can be many more. Maybe we might get a castle map soon. I don't know which castle. Probably Grados Castle. I wouldn't be surprised. But in any case, continuing on. Let's see here. Before I finish this video, I want to go over, because I'm a Sacred Stones fan, I just had to do this. I'm gonna let this play in the background while I go over it. So basically, I theorized what I can expect or what I would like to see in the next Sacred Stones banner outcome. Or banner units. So we're gonna have 4 more units as usual. In this set, we had 4 physical units, and they were all different colors. In the next 4 set, I think we should have a little bit more magic, with one exception. I want Joshua to be in this game. Joshua from Sacred Stones was my personal favorite character in pretty much the whole Fire Emblem series. Granted, he's had issues, he has his flaws, he has blah blah blah. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I just loved him as a character. I like his style, I loved his class, and he was the reason why I loved Swordmasters in the end. And he's the Lost Prince of Johanna, so he has the right and the ability to use his sacred relic sword, the Ahmad or whatever it's called, and it boosts his attack, so he can pretty much be a glass cannon. You can give him life and death and a boost of attack. Like, he will, that's what I can see him being, just a burst physical unit who can obviously be countered by a blue mage unit or a blue lance unit with good defense. Next on our list is La Rochelle, or Larachel, which is what I'm going to call her. Larachel being the Princess of Rawston. She has the ability to use her sacred staff, the Latona. Now, the Latona in the actual game has the ability to heal and cure all allies on the entire map. But in putting it into this game, you can't really use it as her basic staff, because that would be technically kind of broken. Maybe if you heal a unit and every other unit heals maybe like 3 HP, that would be kind of cool, and then the original unit gets healed about 10 or 7 or something like that. But Heavenly Light would probably be a better version to go with her, because of how Latona would heal everyone. But again, that's for Fire Emblem Heroes to decide, not me. Next on the list, we have Leon, the main antagonist of Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, which, if he was in the game, I don't know exactly what skills to give him, but I do know that his main weapon is definitely going to be his either Grado's legendary weapon or the main tome that he uses. I think I don't know what it is. Main tome he uses. So I don't know if he should be the blue or the green one. I think he should be the green one because the 4th unit I would like to see either Ewan, but I'd most likely believe that Loot would have a better chance. Now Loot I think should come with an Excalibur because, you know, that is the main final weapon in Sacred Stones, like the ultimate anima magic. And we already have a character with Excalibur, that being Soren, so her with Excalibur wouldn't be anything new, but, you know, it would be effective against flying units, which would be a great plus. And it's blue. So those are the 4 units that I think will be coming up in the next one, I hope. But I will see you guys next time. I know this was kind of quick. I've gone over this 10 times, so that's why I've kind of... I'm sick and tired of reacting to the same thing, but I'm not sick and tired of seeing Fire Emblem Sacred Stones characters, really. But anyway, I'm 23-Volt, and I'll see you guys next time for more Fire Emblem Heroes whenever I do that banner, and I'll show you every single one. I promise you that, whether they fail or not. In any case, I'll see you guys then, where I'll be saving up. Farewell.